life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life. Get your life, get your life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life. Run up when you see me, no disguises. Keep that thing with me, cause I don't do surprises. J. Chanel, show and tell, all facts, no lies, streak. Get your life, cause I'm the type to come to it that 9 quick. Eyes on me, what you care for? Watching me, baby, care for. If you ain't a fan, where the cameras? Hide in the back with the bellboys. My circle so restricted. Hands raised like it's your religion. When I sleep, pay close attention. Fake friends out here pretending. Get your life, get your life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life. Get your life, get your life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life.
Focus there.
Watch them cause they after me like a pot of gold. I'm not for play, ask Keisha if you don't know. I'm a little bit cray-cray, approach me, you better be right. If you don't come correctly, you can catch these hands tonight. Eyes on me, what you care for? Watching me, baby, care for. If you ain't a fan, where the cameras? Hide in the back with the bellboys. My circle's so restricted. Hands raised like it's your religion. When I sleep, pay close attention. Fake friends out here pretending. Get your life, get your life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life.
Get your life.
Get your life, get your life, get your life, baby. I got mine, why you can serve my mind, baby. Feeling me, that's why they killing me, lately. Get your life.
Get your life, boo.
This program is intended for an adult audience and deals with mature humor and contains material including language, violence, and nudity that may be offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Good morning, good evening, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am your nighttime, right time DJ Music, and welcome to another episode of The Chop Shop. On this week of The Chop Shop, another Loose Nigga Roundup, starring who else but the one and only, the infamous, the world famous, as he called himself, the cat that says he has over 800,000 subs and counting. Talking about an angry man, the angry man. Y'all saw the title. Cat was sitting up on a panel as he do what he do, ranting and raving about how great he is, how he is this and he know what he doing, and he is almighty when it comes to these YouTube streets. Well, we're gonna have a little fun with the Angry Man today, y'all. You know, as someone who's raised children and nieces and nephews have been around them, you see when children throw temper tantrums when they can't get their way. And you would think at the age of maybe 10, 11, 12, these children will grow out of throwing temper tantrums when they can't get their way. But I'm going to show you a classic case of a grown man that's still acting like a little, maybe 14, 15, 13, young person that can't get his way. You won't let me talk. You won't let me say what I got to say. And then when you do say something, it is so asinine that folks that shake their head and look at you. You mean to tell me all that huffing and puffing and trying to blow the house down? And that's what you came up with, Angry Man? Y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna hold you much longer. I sure ain't. Y'all ready to get to it? Let me tell you the name of the title here. Hold on just a second. All right. This is called The Smoke from Fatty and the Untouchables. It says the Angry Man explodes, but the chat gives him pushback, as well as everyone should, because for some reason or the other, this dude thinks his word is gospel, that you can be no wrong when it comes to, you can't be right when it comes to the Angry Man, because he's been in this YouTube streets for God knows how long. But one thing before we get to it, Angry Man, if you do listen to this, let me ask you, for all those people that you say that you have been on these platforms longer than, how come so many of these YouTube folks have become a success and you haven't? How come some of these platforms like the Cynthia G that you always screaming and yelling about, how come before he passed away, Kevin Samuels, even Obsidian, Osei, Duke Jackson, all those folks that you said that came along at the same time as you, other than the Obsidian, they're all doing better than you. They all have some kind of sponsorship. They ain't sitting around talking about the ills of woman. Well, Cynthia G is. You know, she's still stuck in her conundrum over there. That's her business. But that's what for the women. That ain't for me and you. If I was going live with this like I meant to, but you know, the weather said no. And I don't like borging. Sometimes when there's a heavy rain out there, I borg a lot. So I said, nah, let me go ahead and just do a pre-record on this one. Be a little bit more relaxed, you know. But anyway, folks, without further ado, let's go. I'm gonna stop it where I need to. Here we go.
I come from a certain group of people that have a certain way of doing things. Lapeef and Anton are notorious for having crazy chat rooms. How do you think they get the bump? How do you think they get the trolls? And what do you think Lapeef says to do? What do you think people was doing in the chat room when we first started? Get out the chat. Why you focusing on the chat? Kay and Kayla would focus on the chat. He would tell them all the time, including the what do you call it? The Broken Dusty show. Get out the chat. They have their role. They have entertainment. Where do you think I got this from? Where do you think Aaron got this from? That everybody's telling us one thing, and just because it's not from the same stock or the same alignment or mindset as yours, it's automatically wrong, and everybody hates you for it.
Bam, I'm on my way to 1 million subs. I don't give a about none of that. Stop talking to me like I don't know what the I'm doing on YouTube, my.
So you are a character.
Loyal followings in this.
So you are a character.
Stop talking to me like I don't know what the I'm doing.
So you are a character.
Okay? Now, going back to the what I was trying to do, but you wouldn't shut the up.
Because I was speaking. Yo, what's up with you?
I was trying.
Bro, come on, dog. You can't. You're not gonna just little roll me like that. Like, what are you saying?
You told the
truth.
I'm not
gonna do it then. Then I'm not gonna do it then.
Stop trying to disrespect. Stop trying to
Hey,
disrespect
I'm not
somebody
gonna
and then say
One
something.
I'm not gonna do it.
One second,
Come on, man.
again. We are starting to talk
Yo,
Pepsi.
hey, Jim Savage, suck my sensitive dick.
Last week on Team Fatty.
We are built different.
There, ladies and gentlemen, y'all saw the opening right there. And again, I always like to give credit where credit's due, whether you follow Fatty or not. If you want to go over to the Untouchables and become a part of them, that's on you, not me though. But when you put out shit like this, you know, fair use. You know, y'all like to review other folks' shit, so I'm gonna review y'all shit. First and foremost, let me mention something that the young lad said in the chat room. As someone that entertains people in a chat room outside of the YouTube streets, the chat room or the people that come and literally show you that they are there should be your main priority. That is your audience. Now, what do you mean by that, Mr. Music? You ever heard the sitcoms of the 70s and the 80s and even in the 90s? It says, this was recorded in front of a live audience. To ignore the people in the audience is to say that you don't give a fuck about what they thinking or what they saying. They are coming there to support you. So what do you mean, cheeky, by not engaging in the folks that's in the chat room? That is your responsibility as a show host, whether it's on the internet, YouTube streets, whether it's on a radio station, whether it's on a TV show that's being pre-recorded. The audience is there because of you. They wouldn't be there if you hadn't lit up a stream. Cheeky. So, and for all you other content creators that say ignore the chat room, I bet if that chat room didn't super chat you, you wouldn't ignore them. I bet if this chat room starts sending you super chats and super this and money here and money there, I bet you'd be looking down at the chat room seeing who the fuck who's there. You gotta engage your chat room, cheeky, and any other content creator. You have to engage them. You have to acknowledge the fact that they are there. So that's strike number one. Let's go. And before I go any further, Angry Man, what is it with you dudes, you so-called masculine men, that when you get upset, that your voice changes? I know what I'm doing. Like that's supposed to, just because you said that with conviction, that don't mean shit to me. And it's obvious it didn't mean shit to Cheeky. I don't know who this other brother is in the chat room, but he roasted your ass too. So without further ado, folks, last thing in the introduction, y'all heard Angry Man. It's another thing I'd like to ask you male content creators. When you get upset, why you always offering another man your man parts to put in his mouth?
We are built different. The same way, like, you know, that me reacting to the trolls like that don't got shit to do with the internet. That's how I was before the internet. I've always been like that. Somebody say something crazy, I'm going to flip out about the shit. That's just who the fuck I am. And no, I don't have high blood pressure. It does not affect my health. It's who I am. It's who I am.
That's
now,
why we named him the Angry Man.
The same way I'll flip out about that shit. I could be on this panel right now, see somebody in the chat, and go off about something.
First and foremost, Angry Man, it is a scientific fact that if you are always upset about something, that will cause you health problems. If you are always mad That is a health problem that is waiting to happen. Yes, high blood pressure, hypertension. It's funny that you should mention all the things, all the symptoms of someone that who is always on edge about something. Yes, you are overweight. That's obvious. Yes, you are always upset. Yes, you are always screaming. Yes, you are always smoking cigars. You give every, if you go, folks, go look in the dictionary, all of those things that could cause you to have a stroke or a heart attack, look right there and watch Angry Man, because that's what he does.
And they said, and then right after the show, I will forget the person exists. It doesn't matter after the show. I'm in that moment because that's just how a person with ADHD operates.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because what you'll do, Angry Man, is you'll go and fire up another stream for 4 or 5 hours and talk about the very same person that was down in the chat room making you upset, especially if it's a black woman. You've done it to BGS. You've done it even to your boy right here, shaking his head. What's his name? Izzy Bands? Izzy is or Izzy ain't your friend? Which one is it, Angry Man? Because y'all always back and forth with each other. Izzy, you need to take Angry Man's nuts out of your mouth, brother. Put some salt on them or something. Damn.
Out of sight, out of mind. You feel what I'm saying? So they think, so when y'all think that he's flipping out about the trolls and all of this, I'm not that stressed about it. It just annoys me when people that I'm cool with let me rock out to that degree. You understand what I'm saying? Because Negroes cannot come to my chat and just say anything.
First and foremost, I'm always going to give respect to the OGs because
And he's absolutely right. Folks that don't agree with Angry Man, that don't subscribe to Angry Man's channel, cannot come into his chat room and say anything. If you were a subscriber of Angry Man and you said something that he didn't like, the first words out of his mouth, Beano Nation, kick him out the chat. Get him out the chat. So all you do is have your loyal supporters and those that subscribe to you there that are allowed to speak in your chat. If you don't subscribe to his channel, folks, and if you go into that channel, if you do subscribe to him just so you can speak, it won't be long before somebody times you out or before he kicks you out.
new to the channel, so I always give respect to Angry Man. But I'm always going to speak my mind. I've been watching Cheeky, and Cheeky is just a humbled soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I seen that she was going at him, I'm like, why? Like, I don't think anybody should ever go at Cheeky in a way of anger or like he's trying to disrespect. He is young, so he is trying to learn how to, get through to talking to older people. When we have a mindset that's set.
Stop
That's
that.
why it's called mindset.
Stop that.
Our mind is set.
Stop that. Nigga, please. Wait a minute. I got something for you. Hold on. Where's it at? Nope, that ain't it. Hold on.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And by the way, fuck that. Hell no. Let Cheeky hold his own. If he's big enough to come up on that panel, and if somebody disagree with him, let him disagree. If him and Angry Man is having a squabble, let Angry Man and him squabble. Why you as a grown man, what's your name? Jim Savage? Why you as a grown man gotta run defense for Cheeky? He's not a little boy. He's a grown-ass fucking man. Let Cheeky handle Angry Man in his own way. Humble soul. Okay, if he is. If he's lighthearted or soft-winded, this ain't the place. The fuck?
on certain ways because we've been through the shit already and we developed a way to go through shit. He's still young trying to go through shit, but the way he is going through trying to be the person that is positive, trying to see the right thing and the thing, you know what I mean? And freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I don't think anybody should ever focus on a chat. If you want to, if people are wilding out in the chat, use that for your content. That'd be genius. You know what I mean? Your name is Angry Man. You get angry at it, and then, you know, if you flipped it around and use your name to you check the chat like that, that would be what's up. But what I see is you really get triggered from there. But you, like Fatty said, you do have an ill comeback. Like, it is what it is afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I just think that the chat should be the chat. The panel should be the panel. And that's it. And I don't ever think that Cheeky should be criticized for anything because he...
Well, again, who is the chat there for, my man? The chat is there watching and responding to you folks on the panel. So if you took the chat away, who would you be talking to? Again, you folks just, you don't get it. So you wonder why when the other content creators look at you and say, well, what are y'all talking about? You black men don't make sense because do you even think before you speak sometimes? That is a ludicrous statement in itself. The chat room, it is the chat room, and the panel is the panel. They're one and the same. They wouldn't exist without the other. If there was no chat room, there would be no panel. If there would be no panel, there would be no chat room. Now, some folks probably starting out don't have many folks in their chat room. Or some small content creators may have 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, because y'all like to count numbers. But either way, whether you got 1 or 2 or 3 or 500 people in your chat room, you still supposed to show those people that come and sit down in front of their computer or on their phone and listen to you acknowledgement. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
He comes through as a gentleman and respectful to everybody. No matter who he, like, no matter who he is.
So this is the problem. Y'all are being intellectually dishonest. And I'm going to break down why. What I found in life is that human beings put people in 2 different categories. The people they like and the people they don't like. Right? And it's not like this person says, I'm going to like this person, or I'm not going to like that person. No, there are archetypes. You feel what I'm saying? Prime example is 50 Cent. Niggas hate that motherfucker. Okay? Regardless of what he does, he just has that archetype that people don't like him. He's designated the villain, right? And then you got people that people like. No matter what they do, they like him, right? For a long time, The Rock was like that. People just love that nigga, no matter what the fuck he did, right? I'm one of the people that people designate as a villain. So people love to fucking, that nigga ain't shit.
See, this is what motherfuckers do. They think they're telling you something. They think they're about to give you some mic drop moments. So let me just go ahead and dissect what this dumbass angry man thought he was talking about. Intellectually dishonest. There was nothing intellectual about that conversation. So, dumbass, you're being dishonest from the start. So you're being dumbass. What do you call it? However you want to. Doesn't make sense, man. Just 2 type archetypes. You think when you first meet somebody, you automatically don't like them? Most people need a reason or look for a reason to dislike you. If I saw Angry Man down the street, didn't know him A from Adam, or didn't know who he was or what he stood for, how could you say that you dislike someone? How could you put an archetype on the average person walking down the street, just looking at somebody and say, I know I'm not going to like that motherfucker? You got to wait till that motherfucker speak to you. You got to wait till you have an interaction with this person. An archetype of what? That just shows you, Angry Man, that you are a miserable individual. That you sit around thinking that people don't like you. And that affects who you think you are. That is the persona that you think that you are portraying. But not everybody, I'm going to even say this, not everybody you going to run into, Angry Man, because they disagree with you, that doesn't mean that they don't like you. They just happen to disagree with you. And that's the point that you can't get around, sir. That because I disagree with you, that don't mean I dislike you. I just disagree with what you said, which is 99.999 times of the shit that comes out of your mouth I disagree with. And I get to a point sometimes I might think I dislike you, but I don't know you, nigga. So getting back to this archetype thing, what archetype can someone tell me, can anyone that can describe to me the archetype of a person that you would not like? Anybody? Can anybody come up with an answer for that? These niggas always think they got these mic drop moments, that they're teaching something. Well, Angry Man, the next time you think you teaching, don't get taught, nigga.
That nigga this, all of that shit, right? But the problem is when you're designated the villain, you're not even allowed to defend yourself. Because you're sitting here telling me that the chat is the chat and they can do whatever the fuck they want, but you're telling me I shouldn't do something. So basically, when you're saying the chat is going to do what they're going to do, they're going to say what they're going to say, but you reacting to it is wrong. So how are them doing what the fuck they're doing, but me reacting to it is wrong, but what they're doing is fine?
But
Can I? Savage.
You talk. Hold on, I gotta respond.
Why does freedom of speech stop?
Did anything he say just now, if y'all listen to that, did anything he just say just now make sense? This is the whinings of a spoiled child. If someone says something to you that you don't like, Angry Man, handle it. Not everybody in your chat room is going to agree with you, whether you allow them to speak or not, whether they are a supporter of yours or not. Sometimes the words that you type in the chat room or on a messenger or on a text message somewhere, it could be misconstrued by the person that's reading it. You ever thought of that, Angry Man? But so you're hung up in that world of disagreement that if you disagree with me, I'm being disrespectful to you. That's what your problem is. You've adapted too much of this persona of being the angry man. No, you should change your name, not from angry man to misinformed man, because that's what you are, brother. You are misinformed about who and what you really are. You're not that important. You're not as big as you think you are. You too will survive if Angry Man does not broadcast tomorrow. Then the same with me. You too will go on if DJ Music never says another word on YouTube.
It don't stop. It really don't stop. But the thing about it is, you 10 years in the game. You know what I'm saying? You're the OG of the game. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's looking up to your content. Everybody's looking up to you. So when you respond to the chat the way you do, it's like,
see, this is another thing. This is what I'm always talking about. What? Let me ask you something. What's your name again? What reason would Cheeky or I or anybody else on that panel? What content does Angry Man put out that says this is content that I would want to pass on to someone else? He says he doesn't talk about women, but go look at his channel. The videos speak for themselves. Every other video that he does is about the ills of black woman. He'll put a title up, my man, and whatever the title is, you might get 5 minutes of conversation about it. The rest of the time, the conversation is about him, his sub count, which a lot of people have proven already that 800,000 sub count that you got is fake and fraud. It's store-bought. It's not organic. You have a. Let me ask y'all something. Let me put on some music for this before we go further. Let me ask y'all something. You put on a video and it gets 8,000 views, and you go down to the chat room, or you go down to the, not the chat room, but what do you call that? The messengers, wherever they leave the comment section. Yeah, that's it. You go to the comment section and there's only 1 or 2 comments. So you take a look at it and you start asking yourself, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me 8,000 people looked at this and only got 5, 6, 7 comments? And then you go back and you look at some of Angry Man videos and you look at when it was live, and then you look at the video a couple days later. It started out with 7,500 views, and all of a sudden, in less than 24 hours, it jumped up to 16K views or whatever. What did you do in those 8 to 9 to 10 hours, Angry Man? What could you have said so much, so important, that this cat down here is saying that I respect, or we should respect, or give respect to Angry Man because he's been in the game 10 years?
A new nigga that don't know the chat.
Really? Let me ask you this. What hood you go to where everybody in the hood talk crazy to the OG?
Man, I'm from New Haven. Gun waving, everybody can
But
get it.
what hood do you go to where the OG don't get respected?
So Angry Man, I don't know if you caught that when you were on the car saying, "You hold, take your dick." We actually, bro, impressive. You put yourself in front of the train. He has all the right to respond. Like, it's not about Angry Man. We talk about this several times. Me, Cheeky, and everybody jump on your panel exactly because of this situation. Because you thinking that we don't love you, we don't care for you, we like are looking at you like some type of way.
And there go this tether with Angry Man's nuts in his mouth. We don't love you, we don't go to his channel, we don't do this. First of all, y'all stop coddling Angry Man. Let him handle his business. It's funny, Angry Man, there's many videos that I've done about you. You have never responded to me other than on somebody else's platform. Cellulite podcast. And if I remember correctly, I chewed you up like yesterday's bubblegum and spit you out. If I remember correctly, the last time I had a verbal conversation with you, you didn't fare too well with me, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to come up here and address me. One of these days when you live and I come knocking on your door, why don't you let me in? Or one of these days when you see that I'm live, jump on in the chat room and have this conversation with me like you try to have with Cheeky or Fatty or any of these others. I guarantee you, I'll put you in the corner and bust you up like Mike Tyson did how many of those fighters over the years. When you leave my platform, Angry Man, they will not ask you what happened to you, but they'll ask you how the fuck you got away. And that's just bottom line to it, brother. There's nothing about you that anyone should pay homage to. There's nothing about your content that people should say, I respect your content. Your numbers, your sub count is fraudulent at best. Now, you might say, well, you don't have a whole lot of subs. I do this for fun. I do these loose nigga roundups when I ain't got shit else to do. My outside of YouTube speaks for itself. Now you might be one of the let me address this before I go any further, because you might be one of them loose niggas that might want to go out later on and say, let me see who this nigga is. Keep it in YouTube, because I don't give a fuck who you are outside of YouTube. Got nothing to do with me. I'm only responding to what you do in here. I made the mistake of thinking that I was fully covered the last time, fucking around with one of y'all loose niggas. Came into my chat room and did some unspeakable bullshit. You know who you are. And only because I didn't want to spend no money is the reason why you still run around YouTube. That's it. I wasn't going to spend no more money. But if the shit happens again, I might spend a couple dollars.
I actually told you several times. But what happened on this show that I actually think is a problem, it was not you responding, because when you responded to impressive, I said the impressive, my bae, it is what it is. The problem that I had were two problems. One with Israel, when he is doing business with Cheeky, and at the same time he's throwing him under the bus, saying several times, it's not me, it's Cheeky. He needs to be more aware of his situation, grab a phone and send a message to AM saying what is going on so he understands that everything is clear before doing what he did. And the second thing, Angry Man, is the fact that you are using your power to coerce a smaller content creator that actually cares for you. I didn't like Angry Man. I didn't like that. You're saying, oh, if you guys don't do this, I'm not coming on the show anymore.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You're mischaracterizing.
Use your word. It's fine. Use your words.
What I said was,
let me address that first.
If I'm going...
Before we let this loose nigga talk, I'll say this again. And I said this to a couple of other content creators that allow Angry Man to come up on their platforms. The next time Angry Man comes up on your platforms, the next time Sotomayor comes up on your platforms, look at your count of the people that are already there. If Angry Man says he has 800,000 subs or close to 1 million subs, guess what? Your listener count should shoot up by the thousands when he comes into a particular chat room. There should be nobody that when Angry Man comes up on your platform should be seeing under 1,000 views while you're live viewers. You know why that's not gonna happen? Because he don't get them on his own channel. Go look at Leonard Honor, what he been doing with Dr. Umar. 6,000 people in his chat, 3,000 people, 4,000 people live. He live streamed. He was doing a co-op with someone else. You could actually see the difference in the folks that normally was on that dude's channel than the folks that came over from Leonard Honor's channel. But you cannot tell me that you folks can see that when Angry Man comes to your channel. There is no difference. Maybe a couple, 40, 50, maybe 100. But for someone that has as many subs as he has, every time Angry Man pops up somewhere, your viewer count should shoot up at least to the triple digits. Has that happened for any one of y'all yet? Now let this loose nigga talk some more.
To be treated a certain way, I'm not going to show up. That's what I said. It's not me taking something away from somebody. It's me protecting my own fucking brand. It's me saying, well, if that's going to go on over there, I'm not going to go over there. That's what that's saying. That's not me saying, yo, I'm a do XYZ to cause a problem, because right after that, I did a show later that day. I didn't say, yo, tell everybody. And I talked about the situation. I said that situation is goofy. But not once did I say, y'all better not go subscribe to
See there? See what
y'all
I said?
better not.
Now, didn't I say that earlier, folks? When he has a problem with somebody on the panel, he just said it. You just heard him himself say, I just did a show about it later. So he was talking about whatever problems that he had with Cheeky on another platform. So he took it back to his platform and talked about it for 4 or 5 hours. So this, what we see now, is the third stage of Angry Man being in a disagreement with someone. It went from Cheeky's channel to his channel back to Fatty's channel. But he says that he's not the problem. He thinks that because he has a higher sub count, that you folks with 13, 14, 1,500, 2,000 subs, 3,000 subs, 5,000 subs, is supposed to bow down to him. But I'll ask you again, what good is 800,000 subs, but when Angry Man comes to your platform, that it doesn't reflect? The math ain't mathin', niggas. The math ain't mathin'. He can't get triple digits in his own live stream, so how the fuck do you expect him to do it to yours?
Cheat.
But don't you think there's an implied thread? Don't you
That's
think?
wait. That's
Don't you
not
think there's
all
an
he said.
implied
Hold
thread?
on. No. That's not all he said.
But can I ask you a question when you answer
That's
this
the
too,
thing.
Cheeky?
The-
Cheeky,
the-
let me
the
ask
thing-
you one
the
quick
thing
question
that-
as you're
the
asking.
thing
Hold
that-
on, real quick.
Guys,
Let me ask you
what-
one real quick as you're answering this, Cheeky.
The question
Do you
is for
feel-
Cheeky.
I know, yeah. And
Okay, yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
he wants to say what he has to say. Hey, yo, Cheeky, do you feel like I threw you under the bus?
No, I told you what I thought, fam. You just didn't know how to operate it. Everybody has their own perspective on the situation. I don't think you threw me under the bus. I think that you just had an old man moment, and I said like you didn't know what was going on. So,
Right.
and because of how things look, you did what you could to make sure you salvage or maintain a relationship in the moment. Because if you don't know what's
Exactly.
going on, you don't want it to seem like you're doing something. So I didn't take any offense to it. Like I said, I sent you what I sent you. I'm just trying to make sure the peace is kept between everybody. Like, I'm not here for no problems. But it's not it's not what Angry Man said about, it was goofy over here, because it's funny. I watch his streams, right? I don't always be in the chat, because when I'm in the chat, I know there's people in his chat that don't like me, and I don't want to cause any trouble. Like, I ghost watch streams because people, honestly, y'all may not think this, but people don't like me. All right, so I'm in other spaces. I'm in spaces that oppose this idea. But when you say stuff like they don't make men like they used to make men, or the only reason why he's allowing his chat to do this is because they're saying everything he thinks. When you start saying stuff like that, it's like, oh, okay, so this is deeper than rap. Like, here I am thinking, all right, everybody understands this is YouTube. This is not our actual space. This don't really affect nobody real life like that. And apparently that's not the case, right? I'm starting to learn and understand that some of y'all, Angry Man included, now, this is actually like real life for y'all. For me, it is not. So somebody say something in the chat.
And you heard Angry Man say that earlier. He says the same way that he is angry on YouTube is the same way that he is angry in real life. So, Cheeky, you are absolutely right. But y'all want to run cover for this man. Yes, he's younger than the folks on the panel, but just because he's younger, that don't necessarily mean that he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's the first one, actually, that I've heard speak that's making sense right now. You folks act like y'all never ran into old fools. Angry Man is an old fool. He wouldn't like it. See, Angry Man is the kind of guy that like to call people older than him, older than outdated. So when the tables are turned, when Cheeky is doing it to him, he can't handle that. He don't like it when someone that's younger than him considers him outdated, archaic. Do you, Angry Man?
I refuse to believe somebody's going to pull up in Atlanta. And if they want to pull up to Atlanta, by all means, I already told y'all, I'm 5'8", I'm a little dude, I don't want no smoke. if anything, y'all bully
You
me.
need to stop lying, Cheeky. Stop that. Your
I'm
dad
just-
already told you. Stop
Yeah, you're
lying.
right,
Go
all
ahead.
right. Your dad already
told.
snitched. Yeah,
Nah,
he's
Your
already-
dad snitched on
no.
you, Cheeky. We're
Yeah,
not
you're right. He
believing you.
snitched on you.
And what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, I have a totally different stance with stuff because I'm used to actual things happening in real life, right? So I don't know. I didn't watch the show or whatever you call it. The show that just ended with the dude who turned out to be a bum.
Oh, don't spoil! No spoil.
So
what you mean? It's the internet.
I remember
No
a clip. I remember a clip that went viral like maybe 2 years ago because the show been on for a minute, or maybe last year, where the dude is in the car and he telling the dude, "You gonna ruin this opportunity over words?" Like I don't, just where I'm from, where I'm raised. Oh, like real, like OGs, like legitimate. Like I'm not saying y'all not legitimate, but all of that stuff, words, that's cool. Just don't touch me because I'm gonna beat your ass. Like that's the kind of mindset. That's the mindset that I come from. I don't come from the you talking to me, or so because you talking to me. That's
But how you applying? You just got through saying that this ain't real. So how you applying real world rules?
But you did. You applied the real world, and Cheeky is just responding to you. See, that's what the problem is, Angry Man. You are so wishy-washy that you go back and forth. You always saying one thing until someone corrects you on it. All of a sudden, it's not the real world, and Cheeky is basically telling you, this internet shit, you can have it. You the man. If you want to be the man here, that's on you. But when you come to Atlanta and you get into my space, it's a whole different world. Whether I'm 5'8", whether I'm 5'9", whether I'm 6'10", or whether I'm 7 feet, it's a whole different world when you seeing me face to face. So far, again, the only person that's making sense up there is the younger person. And he's absolutely right. Words, where I'm from, as they used to say, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words themselves will never hurt me. But you can tell a cat like Angry Man the emotional damage of this nigga. He's emotionally damaged. He really is. It may be through the trauma of not being with this person in his life, or not being with that person in his life, or being in a bad relationship, whatever, or not being around great women. I don't know. I don't have all the answers to that, but I can tell you for sure, this the kind of nigga right here that nothing he's done so far, or nothing he's said so far, is content worthy. 3 sandwich eating, pot bellied, no content having motherfucker. That's exactly what you are, bro.
Tools to the internet.
Just like you just did. You just said, do y'all have OGs where y'all just let them talk?
You just did that.
You asked Savage that. You asked Savage that.
You did.
But that's not
You
my
did.
position.
Because OGs on the street. The OGs on the street. No. OGs on the street. You just did what he said. OGs.
Savage, let him finish.
Savage, I'm not going to stop because you need to hear me.
Hey, Fatty, you want to let him finish?
Cheeky just said.
He's right what he said.
Cheeky just said, y'all think this is real. I never said this wasn't real.
But you act like it.
So you're, bruh, can I finish my statement? I know y'all want me to be the goddamn villain.
I don't care about villains.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't give a fuck
Because
about
you got none of this smoke. You got none of this smoke for the chat room.
No.
None of it. None of it.
Because he's not
They can do whatever the fuck they.
Because he's not dealing with the chat room, Angry Man. He is absolutely right. No one in the chat room, he shouldn't be talking to them in the way he's talking to you, because the chat room is responding to what's going on on the panel. If you go back, folks, if this stream is still up, you will see what I'm talking about. The chat room is dragging Angry Man, and he can't stand it. The chat room is actually agreeing with Cheeky. The chat room is actually agreeing with Jim Savage. And if you look at the dudes on the panel, every time Cheeky or Jim Savage said something that Angry Man did, like he said he didn't bring up whether this was real or not. 2 occasions you did. You brought up the OGs in the hood getting respect, and you brought up when you like this in real life. And what did your man say? That's why we call him the angry man. The fuck, nigga.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
You want?
Yes.
But you want to regulate what I do.
Who cares what you do?
Apparently, come on, brother. Come on. We have the day.
No,
It's a whole stream about what he
hold
did.
on, hold on. Let me
Come
say
on, let's
something.
don't be disingenuous.
You got your content. Here's the thing.
It's a whole show.
Here's the thing, my nigga. People got their content. They do what they do. The chat is gonna say what the fuck they do, just like regular people on the street. Just like regular people on the street.
And I'm gonna say
Are
what
you gonna
the fuck
fight
I wanna
everybody
say.
on the street?
And I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
Okay, let me ask you this.
And we also since
Let me ask you this, Savage, because I think this is the point of contention. I believe that the chat has all the right to say what they have to say, and ANGRYMAN has all the right to say what they want to say to the chat back. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that.
So that's the thing.
But
ANGRYMAN.
I also
Absolutely. Friday, even the sun shine on a dog ass sometimes. So me and you agree on that point. Yes. The chat has every right to type in what the fuck they want to type in, as long as it's not disrespectful. If you said don't type chat rooms in the chat room, don't type in curse words, 4-letter curse words, if someone disrespects your rules, then that's understandable. But because they are disagreeing with one of your panelists, they have every right to, angry man. And you have every right, angry man, to respond to those folks that don't disagree with you, as long as it's done in a respectful way. When you get disrespectful, they get disrespectful, or vice versa. And you're standing up. Y'all look at this. Look at this nigga here. Look at this nigga. Look how animated he gets when he don't get his way. Look at this. Let me back up a little bit. Look how animated this nigga gets, like a little toddler having a hissy fit. Look.
Dude,
Guys,
don't give a fuck.
You got none of this smoke for the chat room.
No,
None of it. They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yes.
But you want to regulate what I do.
Who cares what you do?
Apparently, come on, brother. Come on. We have the day. It's a whole stream about what he did.
Hold on. Let me
Come
say
on, let's
something.
don't be disingenuous.
You got your content. Here's the thing.
It's a whole show.
Here's the thing, my nigga. People got their content. They do what they do. The chat is gonna say what the fuck they do, just like regular people on the street. Just like regular people on the street.
And I'm gonna say
Are
what
you gonna
the fuck
fight
I wanna
everybody
say.
on the street?
And I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
Okay, let me ask you this.
And we also since
let me ask you this, Savage, because I think this is the point of contention. I believe that the chat has all the right to say what they have to say, and ANGRYMAN has all the right to say what they want to say to the chat back. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that.
So that's the thing.
But
ANGRYMAN.
I also think that there's multiple people watching, and also anybody can say what they want to say about ANGRYMAN responding to the fucking chat. So if you look like the chat's gonna say what they want, right? Just like regular people on the street. Are you gonna fight every person on the street and say, "Oh, you a light-skinned nigga" when they pass by you? Are you gonna fight them?
The regular people on the street ain't gonna be that disrespectful because they in your face. Hold on. Can I finish? Can I finish? Number one, you are taking something Cheeky said and you're applying it to me. Cheeky said to him, this is not real. So when Cheeky said to him, this is not real, I said to him, if this is not real, why would you apply real world rules to this? Okay, I never said. You're not listening, brother. You're not listening.
Hey, that's the
You're not
Buddha.
listening.
That's the Buddha
You're
savage,
not
right?
listening.
What you just said.
You're not listening. You're not listening, bruh. I never said that this wasn't real. My whole argument yesterday, was this was real because of the fucking effects that happened to me that may not have happened to you or may not have happened to Cheeky. Nigga ain't putting your whole fucking address online and wishing death on you, my nigga.
Again, perception a lot of times is reality. I don't think Israel is an evil villain.
Wait a minute. But Angry Man, you did it. I don't like to call out names, but you pulled out a weapon on Big J Triple X. You doxed the Grandmaster Troll before he doxed you. You put that man's information out there, and you also pulled a weapon on him on a live stream. You told that man that you was gonna beat his ass. You told that man that you was gonna send folks after him. You think people forgot? Maybe the people that just subbed to you may not know that part of the Angry Man, but you doxed a whole lot of people before folks doxed you. Grandmaster Troll, what he did was in direct retaliation of what you did to him. Big J Triple X hates you for what you did to him on a live panel. Tell me I'm wrong. So you cannot sit here on a platform and think there's some folks that don't remember what you did and act all innocent, because you're not, because of what happened to you. Nigga, you've been like this. From your days of that fake blog talk radio show that you had that I called into. Remember, what was that? 2014, 2015, 2016, where you graduated from blog talk radio to the YouTube streets, and you changed your whole persona from being all about the brothers and the sisters to finding it lucrative on the YouTube streets to talk shit exclusively about black women.
I'm like, hey, like Chiki said, old man moment. He looked like, for a lot of people, it looked like he threw him under the bus. And again, I am worried about how he looks, not his intentions, because I believe that he will like Chiki the same way he likes me. I believe that the way that he did it was actually bad because he puts Chiki between a rock and a hard place, right? And to complement that, and I got you, Savage, to complement that, Angry Man, I think that just because you don't say stuff doesn't mean that it's not implied, right?
So, Patty, you're gonna listen. Go back to me sicking the Beano Nation on people. I have never sicked the Beano Nation on nobody's channel, bruh.
That's a lie.
I've never done it.
But do you think that Chiki's doing that to you?
A lie detective just said that's a lie, because yes, you have. You have called the so-called Beano Nation. Don't let me get the Beano Nation on you, because yo, I'll come over there with the Beano Nation. How many streams if you have threatened people with the Beano Nation, or you don't want the Beano Nation to come after you? How many people have you threatened with that the Beano Nation ain't mounted up no threat to nobody's channel? It's just been you arguing with the BGSs, the Obsidians, the Kevin Samuels, the Izzy Bands, the Cellulite Pop. Well, you ain't arguing with Cellulite yet. It's just a matter of time before you and him fall apart. But you did have an argument with his other half. Several of them. Bomb Cherry, the Verbal Assassin. Who else have you had arguments with or fallen outs with? You said you don't do content with ladies, but I remember there was a point in time that you was sipping tea with some chick, wasn't you? Little late night thing where you was sipping tea with somebody? Wasn't you doing that? Huh? You say you don't talk about females, but look at your content. And you over here acting like a female right now. I didn't say woman, because you're acting like a ratchet-ass female that can't get her way. A Sha'Carri Richardson type female. Yeah, y'all can say what you want to about her, but I told y'all this was coming. I told y'all.
He's not doing that to you. What Cheeky is telling you is that ANGRYMAN.
I didn't say he was. You were getting ready. Look,
no, I'm not responding to that.
We had previous conversations about this.
I'm not responding to that.
But wait, this is what you said.
Savage, I got you.
But this is what you said, Fatty. You said if ANGRYMAN says he doesn't like a person, then the Beano Nation is gonna mobilize and they're
absolutely.
No, because the Beano Nation doesn't go to people's chat rooms and just troll. So, when does the Beano Nation go to people's chat rooms? Just
on the Black House?
They did.
When you said to Marcellus, I don't want those black flags on my fucking chat, they turned around, and when we did the show, they went on the Black House to troll us. But again, that's fine. That's
my apologies.
Again, see, when you call this nigga out, when you give him prime examples of, you do sick the Beano, they gonna act like, when? And Fatty just gave you prime examples of when you did. Nigga.
My intention.
That's not your responsibility. That's what I'm telling you. It's not your responsibility. The thing is, the same way your chat is not your responsibility, Cheeky chat goes at everybody. You are literally asking for special treatment.
But you're talking about two different things. Because
Savage,
one, if you're saying that my chat room, if the people in my chat room went to somebody else's show and started doing shit, I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. But I do know what's going on in my show. When I'm live and my chat room is running, I know what's going on in my show. So if somebody's in my chat room and they just spamming the chat with fuck Cheeky, he ain't shit, da 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 da, I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is y'all doing? Chill out.
Hey, ANGRYMAN, so right there, Savage, I promise you, I got you, bro. Yvette Marie, right now we are in very good terms. Every time we were cool and I went to the chat, Yvette will jump on them. My fucking net. Same thing with Leaked. Same thing with Infamous. They're your boys. I understand this. Like, we built some kind of resentment with each other. Now we cool. But the shut up fatty and all that shit has repercussions to the people that support us, right? So it's normal that in 100 people that are cool, now that we are cool, 7 of them don't like me because of all the battles that we went at each other, right? With Cheeky, he's literally saying, hey, bro, I actually care for you. I understand that this shit affects you. Same thing with Israel. I understand that you guys don't look at the chat the same way that we look at it. So I get it. Just stay out of the chats. Don't go there. But instead of you guys saying, okay, we're not going on chats and we're going to leave it at that, you kind of imply, this is why I don't do this and this is why I don't do that. When the chat of Cheeky goes at everyone, it seems like you are asking for special treatment. And if he's not willing to give you that special treatment, you get upset because you think you deserve it. Do you think that's? I don't think that's fair.
I'm asking for civility. Is that so horrible?
Wait, no. But see, that's the thing. There's a design. Like, I respect the design.
Yeah, but you're unmuted.
Can I
all right.
Yeah, go ahead. Cheeky, I got you, bro. Savage, go ahead and then Cheeky.
Chat is.
That's just the sound of a defeated man just now. Fatty read him the riot act, and he had no comeback for it. I'm asking for civility. Nigga, you don't give civility. You'll see what I mean in just a little while. He's stewing right now, folks. He's mad right now because Fatty called him out. So right now, this is what a little kid does. Watch and see what I'm saying. This is what a little kid does. They sit and they stew for a minute. He don't like the fact that Fatty just got in his ass just now. So what he's doing, he's stewing. And he says, I'm asking for a little civility. That's what a little kid does when they say, well, all I'm asking for is a reason why I got to do something. That's what a little kid does. For all of us parents out here, you know at one time or other, your child is pulling this same move. And when you go back to address the child, they got nasty grams for you. Because that's just what's ANGRYMAN's going to show you. Watch and see what I'm saying.
Is the regular world that you cannot control. That's it. You need those people to say what they say. That's what builds content in the first place. What it is Cheeky has his chat. You have your chat. You want to control your chat for them to be always on your side.
No, that's not. See, you're
hold up.
Shit.
I had to wait for you.
Angryman, let
I
him
had to
finish.
wait for you, right?
Angryman, you have to let him finish.
Right?
You have to let him finish. Let him finish, and
I
then
had
you
to
can
wait for
reply.
you. Okay. The chat's gonna do what they do. You cannot control people, but what you control is your panel. Those are the ones you're worried about because those are the ones you put up there for you to discuss situations and problems. The chat is there to create whatever the fuck they want to create. When you respond to them and make them the most important, that you should actually bring them on your panel for you to respond to them. You make your chat more important.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Panel.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, he does. He's right. He's absolutely right. If someone is down in your panel that's giving you some grief or giving you some disagreement or saying something against what the panelists agree or disagree on, you have a couple options, Angry Man. Either you can block them out of your chat, or you can respond to them in the chat without bringing them up, or you can bring them up on the chat and respond to them by dropping that link. Hey, so-and-so, you got something much to say about, I see you down on my chat room. If you got so much to say about what I'm saying, if you disagree with me so much, here's the link, come on up. But you know what's going to happen sometimes, Angry Man, when you drop that link? Because the person in the chat room don't agree with you, chances are they can call you out. Or they can point out to where you were wrong about something, like you about to be wrong right now.
We talk.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Angryman, let him finish.
I watch you. I don't respond. I watch everybody on YouTube.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What? You don't know what you're listening about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what you're listening
about. Let him finish so you can reply. Just go ahead. Finish your
You don't know what you're listening about. Angry Man, I rock with you. Like I said, I'm going to continue to say this. I give you all respect. You're the OG in the game.
And I'm not mad at you. I just disagree with what you're saying.
Great, but disagree after I finish talking.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the thing about it is, when you let the chat make a reaction out of you that takes away from your content, what you want to bring, and you're telling people, like, you're going against Cheeky, which is the most humble, like, I don't even know Cheeky, but I watch Cheeky. He's the most humble nigga on YouTube. He's the most one who wants to be right. If he's wrong, he'll correct himself. So going against him because of the fucking chat, you're in the wrong, my dude.
Okay.
To me, my eyes, it's not a factual thing. In my eyes, dog.
Can I respond?
Go ahead, man.
Dude, stop.
Like a little child. They don't listen to listen. They listen to respond. And that's what the problem is, Angry Man. You have no content. So all you can do is respond to what's going on in the chat. Got flash flood warnings around here in the Charleston County area, folks. Hold on just a second. Let me check out this flash flood message.
Stop.
Oh, you're not going to make me wrong because you disagree with me.
No, you're wrong. I'm wrong in your eyes, my dude.
No, you're wrong.
No, you can't.
You're wrong. You made several statements. You made several statements that were wrong. You made several statements that were wrong.
Finish, my
You
God.
made several statements that were wrong. I always ask people in my chat to disagree with me to come on my panel. This is what I mean. You don't know what you're talking about.
All I'm saying is this. When you respond to the chat, like, they're very important. When the chat can say anything they want, you cannot control the chat. That's what they're there for. Cheeky should not be gone against because of a chat room, his chat room. And for you to stop fucking with Cheeky, which wants the solution to all the problems. He wants to find out solution, give people a solution, try to solve things. For you to go against Cheeky because of his chat room, which he allows freedom of speech, you're acting like the cops that shoot black men because they don't want them to talk. I'm done talking to you.
Okay, number one, you don't have a clue what the fuck you're talking about. Number one, you don't even understand how YouTube works. This isn't television. Your chat room is important. It's very important. It's very important for you to pay attention to your chat room. That's one of the main reasons I have such a diehard fucking following, because I pay attention to my chat room. Okay.
No,
now, as far as you saying the chat can do whatever they want, there's no rules on YouTube that says the chat can do whatever the fuck they want. That's the reason they have wrenches, my friend.
That's the reason they set it up a certain way so that you can block people. And whether you know it or not, you can be flagged for what motherfuckers say in your chat room. So you don't know what you're talking about. That's number one. Number two.
You don't have no common sense, my dude.
Number two. No, you don't have no common sense. Because you just got through telling me I was
you just contradicted yourself. The reason why there's a rant.
You just got through telling me you just got.
I'm glad you picked up on it. So I'm glad you picked up on that, Jim Savage. Full of contradictions, Angry Man. You'll say one thing, and you act like 5 minutes ago you didn't say this, the exact opposite. You said fuck the chat rooms earlier, that the chat rooms are no consequence. Now all of a sudden, probably because you read it down in the chat room, or because you now realize that the statement that you made earlier was stupid in itself, or you finally agreed with Jim Savage. Yes, the chat room is important. They are your, as you call them, loyal subscribers, whether you buy them or not. And I'm going to go with the fact that I think you pay for your subscribers, to be quite honest with you. I think somewhere you got a bot that not only pays for views, but also pays for subs. I think your channel, just like the New York Yankees and the Dallas Cowboys, is store-bought.
Through telling me I was, you just got through telling me
the chat is automatic.
Hey guys, one more. Savage, you are going to have the chance to reply. Go ahead, Angryman.
You just got through. This is the only place where a nigga can tell you a 10-year veteran and then tell you about some shit. About the shit you a 10-year veteran in. You're bugging right now. You're bugging right now, my dude. You're bugging right now. You're bugging right now. And then you made a statement that was a flat out lie. I always ask people that disagree with me to come up on my panel and debate me about what they disagree with. Anybody that watches my show knows that. But most people don't come up on my panel because they don't want that smoke like that. They just like to sit back in the chat, say they little goofy ass shit, because most of the time they're fucking protected.
No. Every time, Angry Man, you do. And it's a few and far between that you allow folks to come up on your panel, because usually you panel hop to other folks' panel and create chaos on their channel and go back to your channel and talk shit about them. That's what you do. So every once in a while, you will allow somebody that you consider an adversary of yours to come up on your platform. And the first thing that you say is, if you come up here with them goofy ass talking points, I'm going to drop you. Because I ain't got time for that shit. So basically what you're telling the person is, if you come up here to disagree with me, because that's what you consider the goofy ass talking points. If you come up here to disagree with me, I'm not going to let you up. I'm not going to let you talk anymore. And then you over talk just like you do everybody else.
The only time they're not protected, the only time they're not protected is when they come to my chat room, because they know that shit don't go down. And as far as what you just said, I don't fucking time people out and fucking ban people because they disagree with me. I only time people out and ban people when they're trolling. There's a
what is the difference
between
folks? What is the difference between a troll and someone that disagree with you? If you think that everybody that disagree with you is a troll, what is the difference? Can anybody tell me that? What is the difference in the Angry Man's eyes between a troll and someone that disagrees with them? None. Nothing. If you come in his chat room and if he sees that you disagree with him, he'll highlight the chat. Matter of fact, he'll tell somebody in the chat room to say, hey, time that dude out. Matter of fact, just kick him out of here. I've got stream after stream after stream that I've watched of you over the years, Angry Man. So you can tell them folks that, but you can't tell me that. I've seen you put people out of your chat room for disagreeing with you. I've seen you allow a few, very few and far between people to come up on your panel to disagree or to debate you on their side of the story. 5 minutes tops before you kick them off. 5 minutes tops before you kick them off.
You having an opinion in the chat room that's not the same as the content creators, or you saying fuck Angry Man's mama. There's a difference, bruh. And the fact that you sitting there pretending like you don't know that fucking difference is intellectually dishonest.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know who you are?
I have never.
Do you know who you are?
I have never.
You know who you are. What type of man you are?
I have never. I have
know
never,
who you are. What type of man you are?
I have never told a motherfucker, you can't be in my chat room if you fucking disagree with me. That ain't what this is about.
That is bullshit.
What this is about is niggas just trying to get under my skin for the sake of it.
And you show them that they're able to get under your skin.
Nigga shit, which is fuck nigga shit.
And you show them that they're able to get under your skin.
Let me ask you this question.
You know what? I love you to death, man.
Let me ask you this question.
You're a black man.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Why let people get
Let
under
me
your
ask you
skin?
this question. Let me ask you this question. Where's all this correction for them?
I don't give a fuck about them.
Why do you give a fuck about what I'm doing?
Because you're worried about the chat.
One
Why
second.
do you give a fuck?
I'm here. 1 second. So, I just wish for the end of this conversation that ANGRYMAN keeps coming on panels. I wish. My wish. No, listen to me. My ANGRYMAN. My wish. It's my wish. And you know what? And you know,
just want me to be a glutton for punishment. That's
why do you say that? Why do you do that? No, stop. No, I've been chilling, bro. See, I've been chilling. I've been chilling, bro. But when that's not true, because I don't allow that on my panel. Like what just happened would never happen on my panel. That's why I make the outlet the chat room. I designate the toxic area the chat room, and I designate the panel to be the safer space. It's you that want to look in the chat room and want to respond. Whenever you've been on my panel, I tell people shut up while you're talking.
I'm not complaining
about
No,
let me go. Cause you did this on your show. You was like, this nigga, he allowed people in the chat room to say what he really think. Like nigga, like I really hate you or something. Like, what's up? Like, why would you do that? You said a whole bunch of you said a whole bunch of bullshit. You said that niggas don't comment. Everybody that watched the show don't be in the chat room. They be in the cloud hating. And then just moments after you said that, somebody in the chat said, "This is my first time ever typing in the chat." And you was like, "Oh, I know some of y'all watch from the cloud." Everything that you said, everything you did on that show, because I watch from the clouds. And the reason I stay out your chat is because I think people in the chat really don't have nothing to do with me. I just watch and get the information and get the entertainment. Whenever you make comments and make implications by saying things like, one, they don't make niggas like they used to no more. The younger generation, this, that, and the third. All they do is they're not built the same. They won't say something to your face if they really think it. I have no problem telling you what I think if I think something. I don't care who you are. So you're making points against the character of the person, and it has nothing to do with me. You have an issue with the chat.
Okay, so first and foremost, I do feel some type of way about you young niggas. And I'm gonna talk shit. Well, hold on. And I'm gonna talk shit about young niggas the same way you niggas talk shit about old niggas.
But nobody talk trash about you.
What?
Old niggas.
Who? I talk trash about you? Wait, hold on, wait.
I don't did a whole show clowning the fuck
and
out.
I stopped. I never did one again. I never did one again.
Wait a minute. And this nigga did a whole show, a whole series on the baby boomers, BGS. He did a whole week of disrespecting the baby boomers. Remember that, Angry Man? That's what first got me literally on your ass, wasn't it? Talking about people that were older than you. Like they had no common sense. They were just washed up. All they could do is sit around the house and wait for somebody to bring them Jello pudding and change their diaper. Remember those conversations that you had maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago? That the baby boomers should just go sit down somewhere? It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Because the same shit, just like I told you back then, it's the same shit I'm telling you now. There will always be somebody older than you, and there will always be somebody younger than you, you stupid imbecile.
Bro, this is
Wait a minute. No. This is what I'm. No, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yo, you did a whole show.
I cannot believe this, bro. I cannot believe this, fam. No timeout. Because even with this situation, I didn't come at you crazy, nor did I plan to come at you crazy.
Exactly.
There was never from that point on. I said I'll never do another roasting show about Angry Man, and I haven't. What are we saying?
But I did.
What do you mean you don't know that? No way, bro.
Wait a minute.
I didn't talk. Oh my.
First of all, wait a minute. First
I
of
got
all,
you, Cheeky. I got you.
Stop the motherfucking presses. Stop the motherfucking presses. Number one, Cheeky.
Man.
You think I don't know you was watching my show when I was talking shit, nigga? I know you was watching my show.
How?
Why would you?
How, folks? How, Sway? How, Sway? Not unless you look down in the chat room, took out your keyboard, typed in to see if Cheeky was in your chat room. How in the fuck would you know that Cheeky is in your clouds? How would you know? There's absolutely no way for me to identify who is listening and watching my streams, folks, or anybody else. There's absolutely no way until they physically make themselves available by typing something in the chat. You don't know who the fuck is listening unless they mention in passing. Well, yesterday I was watching Angry Man's stream from the clouds. Now you can assume that Cheeky was watching you from the clouds, but to know for sure, unless you know Cheeky's IP address and you can convince YouTube to show you that Cheeky was in your platform at a time that he didn't speak, how in the fuck would you know? You wouldn't.
Why would you make?
know you was watching my show.
Why would you make implications about my character then like that?
Because that wasn't see.
How can they distinguish that? How can the chat distinguish that?
Hold on. First of all, your cosigner need to chill for a second.
No, I've been watching Cheeky.
Nah,
they can't.
We get it.
You're right.
We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it.
You're getting mad. You're getting mad. See, I told you. He's like a case study. He's like a case study, folks. See what I'm saying? When cornered, because he realized now that statement that he said didn't make sense, and Cheeky called him on it. How could you distinguish? There's absolutely no way other than type it into C. And how would you know? You didn't know Cheeky was in the clouds, and if Cheeky didn't respond to it, you still wouldn't know. So it's obvious you must have said something so egregious that Cheeky was in the clouds listening to you that he felt that he had to go back to his stream and address it. He could have typed it down in the chat room and said, "Angry Man, why you say that to me?" And then you would have known for sure. "Angry Man, why you say that about me?" Then you would have known for sure. "Angry Man, why you up there capping on me?" Then you would have known for sure, because he would have made himself present by typing in one of those three statements that I just said. Other than that, you don't know who the fuck is watching you.
Jim,
there you go, mad like a little baby.
Bro, he don't need you to hold his nuts.
Watch.
Why you doing that? Why you doing
that? Here's the thing. This is what I said specifically. I said, I feel like, go back and watch the stream. I said, I feel like niggas let niggas say shit about me in the chat because that's how they feel. I did say that. And I do feel that way, right? Now, if you saying that's not the case, cool. It is what it is, right? But if you sitting here saying, "Oh, Angry Man got something against me and he trying to send niggas my way," see, the thing about it is,
I don't let niggas come into my chat room and just shit on niggas that I like. I don't. I do not.
That's bullshit.
I just got through praising Fatty yesterday.
And?
Praised the shit out of him.
And?
You feel what I'm saying?
Birds of a feather flock together. So that's that bad example, ain't it, Cheeky? That's why you got your hand on your head. You really want to leave, don't you? I know. Because he's not making sense, is he? This is a wounded dog right here praying that you don't put him out of his misery. Look, just let me hang around. I'm going to heal up. I promise I'm going to get better. You're a disgrace. You give content creators a bad name, Angry Man, because you think everything is about you. That every conversation, that every comment that someone make has to be in praise about you. You got that Donald Trump disease. The easiest way to flatter Angry Man is the easy way to become Angry Man's friend is throw him high praise. And he loves you. But if you talk about Angry Man, you his mortal enemy. Listen.
Saying, and I don't know which stream it was, but I gave you your props too, nigga. The only thing that I fucking have an issue with is like, damn, is these niggas just gonna let all these niggas in the chat room shit on me? Like,
okay,
we're
folks,
never gonna
let me stop that there. Let me turn on some music for this. I'm gonna have to use a sports analogy for this. The other day, I did an interview with a indie artist. He is from Alabama. I am from South Carolina. So in the intermission, we was talking about the upcoming college football season. He's an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. One of the songs that he came up with is an homage to his alma mater, University of Alabama. Roll Tide, roll. Of course, growing up in South Carolina, I'm either a Clemson or University of Gamecock fan. So you know the Gamecocks is in the SEC. And if you don't know anything about college football, folks, more people are in the stadium on Saturdays watching a SEC game that are at home watching it. That's how diehard fans we are. So imagine me as a South Carolina Gamecock fan going to a home game at the University of Alabama with a Gamecock shirt on. You think them folks is not going to talk shit to me? But should I take it personal? No. I'm a fan of the other team. So of course they're gonna talk shit. When you go into hostile territory, Angry Man, discretion be the better part of valor, my friend. You gotta have thick skin. You can't go to everybody's chat room or everybody's stream and think that you're gonna get a warm welcome, because you're not. I guarantee you, if you came up on my stream, you would not get a warm welcome in the chat room. I can promise you that. Nobody that watches me agrees with you. No one that, let me say this again, no one that watches me on a consistent basis agrees with you. So if you came into my chat room and we were live, I guarantee you none of the comments in the chat room would be favorable towards you. You made an enemy of Cheeky by saying some shit about him that Cheeky supporters heard or got wind of. So was they supposed to, Angry Man, greet you with open arms when they saw you down in Cheeky's chat? Of course not. You uncouth nigga.
Around that, bruh. I'm never gonna be cool with the whole chat room taking a fresh shit, bending a biscuit on my name, bruh. I'm never gonna be cool with that. Ever.
Right.
Let me pause that for a minute. Hold on.
I don't understand.
Let me pause that. What does that say right there? It says, get toxic with the Angry Man and the Beano Nation. Get toxic with the Angry Man. That's the advertisement that he's allowed to put out about his channel. Go over there if you want to get into some bullshit. Get toxic with the Angry Man and the Beano Nation. No, thank you. I think I'll do like Cheeky and the majority of other folks that do watch you, that come over there collect shit from me. And I'm so glad that other folks allow you to come up on their panels, so I literally don't have to watch you and record you. I would much rather give Fatty a view, Cheeky a view, Frida Green a view, anybody, even Izzy Bands a view over you.
Why that's such a big issue? Maybe it's just because I came from a different camp. I'm a Lapeef offshoot. The first thing he told us about the chat in the back, including Anton. If anybody's life is in danger who talks about it, it's Anton as well. He messed with Charleston White. So all Anton even has this premise. It's in the chat room. Let it be. Let it fly. Why do you think Fight Club is the way that it is? Fight
So
Club,
Anton is never snapped.
I did not interrupt you. Come on, man. I've been letting y'all rock. Let me get this off. Let me get it off.
Here goes this spoiled child again. Look at the spoiled child. Hold on, Cheeky.
Based off of
I didn't
other
mean to
systems
interrupt you, Cheeky. Hold on a second, Cheeky. Look at the spoiled child. When he don't get his way, lean back and pouts like a little spoiled child because somebody cut him off. You a bitch-made ass nigga, Angry Man. Just bottom line to it. You a bitch-made ass nigga.
That's shown themselves to work. I take the approach, have thick skin, and ignore what these niggas are saying, especially if it don't work. There's no way in the world, dude. I keep telling you this. Nobody is safe, including me, in my own chat room. So if I don't block them for what they say to me, why would I block them because of what they say to you? And they say some egregious stage about both of us. They don't dox you. They don't do none of that crazy stuff. That they don't threaten your life. They don't got goons. We're talking about 3 women, maybe 4. None of these women got pulls like that. They are not gangsters. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, they're not gangsters. They're really not. And the thing about it is, the reason why I get confused is because older people will tell.
So now you know, folks, after all of this whole conversation, that Angry Man that got all these folks up there talking shit is because there were some women in Cheeky's chat that talked shit about the Angry Man, and he didn't like it. As much shit, I don't know if they were black women, white women, chances are they were black women. As much shit as he talk about black women. Nigga, do you think the average black woman that runs around these YouTube streets like you? I can start naming off. They might tolerate you, but they don't fuck with you like that. Like that. Y'all know what I mean. When somebody say like that in the black world, y'all know exactly what I mean. They might tolerate you, but they don't fuck with you like that. But this is what this whole back and forth, this whole from panel to chat to panel to chat the panel to chat back to it's all about 3 women that was in Cheeky's platform addressing this bitch-made ass nigga Angry Man.
Younger people, y'all are snowflakes and then get mad about words that are typed, not even said.
So, am I allowed to talk now?
That's a fair point.
Don't do that. Don't do that like you haven't been talking. You've been talking. Why you do this to me? Bro,
and he's smiling. He knows what he's doing.
I know. He's such a toxic man for no reason.
So number one, my bad, Cheeky. You got the golden method, bruh. Oh, I don't know what the fuck.
Look at this.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. I don't know shit. I just came to YouTube and I fell over backwards into 500,000 subs. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Cheeky. I don't have a goddamn clue.
What in the world? What is what Cheeky said just now have to do with anything about you. So the preview that you saw starting out the show, this is the culmination of it right here. So the best argument that this bitch made ass nigga Angry Man could come up with is that I got over 500,000 subs. So I don't know what I'm doing, cheeky. I just fell over backwards. Anybody can come buy some subs, Angry Man. If I wanted to spend my hard-earned dollars to lie to myself, that's very easy to do. If I wanted to go spend hold it, nigga. If I wanted to go spend my money to boost my radio station, to get listeners to lie to myself and say all them folks, if it's 4,000, 5,000 folks, when I click on that encore and see that, and I know 4,000 of them I bought, if that's how you want to grow your channel, then grow your channel that way. But I can promise you this, folks. I've done enough streams on Angry Man that I'm confident that this nigga buys subs, views, and damn likes. Go back and look at some of the past streams that I've done on Angry Man. There's one that points that out particularly. I forgot the name of it. Angry Man and his fake sub count. Angry Man and his fake supporters. So if you did know what you was doing, Angry Man, if you've been in the game 10 years, constantly doing what you're doing, 3-4 live streams a day, got all these thousands of views and subs, how come you haven't hit the big time yet? How come the only place people know you is in the toxic areas of YouTube? How come you hadn't become mainstream like your boy MTR or like Tasha TKO or like the other Tasha K or the lady that does the dating show or Melanie? She went from a YouTube content creator to marrying a ex-pro basketball player.
As far as the other shit, right? This nigga want me to not be the motherfucking Angry Man. I'm not supposed to get angry at the chat shitting on me. I'm supposed to be calm and collective, like round-headed cheeky. I'm not you, my nigga. I'm not you. You don't have a problem with that. And you said some disingenuous shit, and I'm gonna see if Fatty stands on what he believes in and tells the truth about some shit. Are you really gonna sit here and tell me in front of Fatty that you've never seen Anton snap out on the chat?
You know what? Anton may snap out on the chat, but it's every once in a while. It's not every time somebody say something about him. It's not. It is absolutely not every.
And that is a fact, because I've watched enough of Anton's content from the clouds, because I'm not subscribed to him, so you can't talk in this chat room. I've watched enough of his content that Cheeky is absolutely right about that. Yeah, from time to time, if somebody continuously get on his nerves, he will address it. But for the most part, he does not address the naysayers in this chat. He really doesn't. And I'm not a fan of Anton Daniels, and anyone can tell you that. But on this point, Cheeky, again, you're absolutely right. So bad example, Angry Man, but it's always about the what-ism, or see that guy does it, so why shouldn't I?
Every time somebody say Anton got a milk dud head and Anton is a fake millionaire, and Anton gets so much crap he don't respond to. Why? It's just like you're the one who wants to respond to everything, and it's not necessary. It'd be different if it was every once in a while, and you didn't try to attribute their chat and the things they think to me.
So let me ask you a question, Cheeky. So you're saying Anton only responds every once in a while, but the Angry Man always responds. It would be fine if it was just once in a while.
No,
right?
No.
No one said that. You see, that's what I'm saying is, you little spoiled brat, nigga. Bottom line to it is, have thick skin. You don't have to respond to everything that someone says about you. You make it a point to. So much so, if someone says something about you in somebody else's chat, you go back and do a live stream about it. 4 or 5 hour live stream under the pretense of some fucking title that you put under. Like you gonna talk about today's news, but you really want to talk about how somebody disrespected you over in Cheeky's chat, or in Fatty's chat, or over at Izzy Mills' chat, or over at Sharon Bracey's chat, or over at somebody's chat. I got disrespected. I'm the OG of this platform, so I shouldn't be treated like that. When I come to y'all platforms, y'all supposed to bow down. Y'all supposed to treat me with respect. I demand it, and if I don't, I'm gonna go back, grab my ball, and go the fuck home. Bye, nigga. Get the fuck home.
Oh, you know what?
You
Just
no.
Hold on, wait. Time out.
Bro,
You said you're the one that wants to respond to everything, but you can't understand me saying, why does the chat always have to shit on me?
it's not about, I don't care that you responding to that. I do care, however, when you start saying the content creator who allows this is doing this because that's what they think about you. You're speaking on the character of me at that point, and I didn't do anything to you. I have a standpoint.
Okay, so let's do this.
Let me finish.
Let's do this.
Let me finish.
I'm trying to give you a solution. I'm trying to give you a solution.
No, you
let him just finish.
You can't give him a solution. That's what the point is, Angry Man. Your solution that you might want to do is a compromise that Cheeky's not willing to do. What he's trying to tell you is you do not have to respond to everything that goes on. There is no solution to it. But y'all listen to this motherfucking loose nigga's solution. Here you go, spoiled bitch made ass nigga that you are.
Don't understand this. I allow you to be able to voice how you feel and how you feel, right? I'm expressing how I feel. Please allow the same thing. I feel as if that's irresponsible because then you start painting a perception that's just not true. One, I come from a certain group of people that have a certain way of doing things. Lapeef and Anton are notorious for having crazy chat rooms. How do you think they get the bump? How do you think they get the trolls?
Okay, folks, I don't know who this Robert H is, but he sent in a $5 chupa chat. And it says, Anton didn't acknowledge the chat's disrespect before him, and AM started talking before AM joined the panel. So basically what this person is saying is, I guess he's a supporter of Anton. Here it is again, Angry Man. Fatty likes you, but here is someone that's in the chat room that's gave you direct pushback to what you said about Anton Daniels. And I'll repeat it again. Anton didn't acknowledge the chat's disrespect before him, meaning before you, Angry Man, started talking. Before you and Anton started doing content together. He never, as this person would say, acknowledged the chat room before AM joined the panel. Enough said on that, huh?
And what do you think Lapeef says to do? What do you think people was doing in the chat room when we first started? Get out the chat. Why you focusing on the chat? Kay and Kayla would focus on the chat. He would tell them all the time, including the the Broken Dusty show, get out the chat. They have their role. They have entertainment. Where do you think I got this from? Where do you think Aaron got this from? That everybody's telling us one thing, and just because it's not from the same stock or the same alignment or mindset as yours, it's automatically wrong and everybody hates you for it.
Fam, I'm on my way to 1 million subs. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Stop talking to me like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on YouTube, my nigga.
So you are a character.
Loyal followings in this bitch.
So you are a character.
Stop talking to me like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
So you are a character.
Okay? Now, going back to the shit, what I was trying to do, but you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Because I was speaking. Yo, what's up with you?
I was
trying. Bro, come on, dog. You can't. You're not gonna just little roll me like that. Like, what are you saying?
You told the
truth.
I'm not gonna
do it then. Then I'm not gonna do it then.
Stop trying to disrespect.
See again,
Stop trying to disrespect somebody and then say something.
I'm not gonna do but you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Listen to this.
Because I was speaking. Yo, what's up with you?
Let me go back and get some
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on YouTube, my nigga.
Look at this.
So you are a character.
Loyal followings in this bitch.
So you are a character.
Stop talking to me like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Listen to that.
So you are a character.
This motherfucker, this is unhealthy, angry man. This is the kind of shit that y'all be talking about. Big J might stroke out. This is the kind of shit you can see that this nigga might stroke out on. Them cigars, that booze, and that fucking attitude. Eventually, it's gonna take your motherfucking ass out. Promise you that. Your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever she is to you, should take your internet access away from you. If she cares and she values about the health of you, they should take away your internet access because you act like this on every panel that somebody disagree with you. It won't be long for any channel or any platform that you go up on that if somebody comes up on a platform because you did it to me, nigga, that's in disagreement with you, you consider it disrespect. Look.
Hey, now, going back to the shit, what I was trying to do, but you wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Because I was speaking. Yo, what's up with you?
I was trying.
Bro, come on, dog. You can't. You're not gonna just little roll me like that. Like, what are you saying?
You told the
truth.
I'm not gonna
do it then. Then I'm not gonna do it then.
Stop trying to disrespect. Stop trying to disrespect somebody and then say something.
I'm not gonna do it.
One second. Again, we are starting to talk.
Hey, Jim Savage, suck my sensitive dick, nigga.
Oh, come on,
man. Out my motherfucking dick, nigga.
No.
Fatty, is it my time to start dismissing?
No.
Who does that?
No.
What grown man?
I want to be Granville.
I just wanted y'all to hear that last little part right there. What grown man? Because the panel didn't go his way. When all else failed, SMD, grown man, offering his man parts to another man. But yep, you the best, you the greatest of all time, you the GOAT of the YouTube streets. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is why I stay on folks like the Angry Man. This is why I say to you supporters of the Angry Man, why? Why do you support him? Why do you even, if y'all stop watching the Angry Man, if y'all stop super chatting the Angry Man, he will go away. Or he will be like Tommy Sotomayor, always lurking on platforms. Because that's what Angry Man does. Now let's address that last part before I get out of here. The nigga says he have over 800,000, 500,000 subs, 800,000, right? If you got that many subs, Angry Man, if you got that many people willing to put eyes on you at any time that you go live, why the fuck are you on other people's platforms? Sometimes, from sun up to sundown, you leave one platform and you go to another. You leave another platform and you go to another. 3 sandwich eating, no content, pot-bellied motherfucker. That's what you are. And I got one more thing for you, Angry Man, before I go. Wait a minute. Because this is how people really see you when they listen to you. I used to use it for somebody else, but I actually got it for you.
Rat, dirty, Turkish, Harkaback, Flatten, Morton, Philip, Bunker, Martin, Perkaluma, Burton, Wire, Fry, Slack, Wagon, Floated, Back, Coronet, Cataback, Rack.
That's what they think about you, Angry Man. Yosemite Sam. And with that beard, that's what you look like, jumping up and down a little while ago. One more time, y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. Look.
Rat, dirty, Turkish, Harkaback, Flatten, Morton, Philip, Bunker, Martin, Perkaluma, Burton, Wire, Fry, Slack, Wagon, Floated, Back, Coronet, Cataback, Rack.
All right there, ladies and gentlemen, time for me to get out of here. Remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you don't mind. Until the next Loose Nigga Roundup, I don't know who's going to be starring, but I wanted to do a live stream addressing some of the shit that the lady said about slavery. It's going to be in kind of conjunction with the last stream that I did about fatty. So that takes us to another possible stream. Maybe tomorrow, if it's weather permits and my internet is not as slow, we'll come up and we'll do a live stream. I'll even open up the panel for you folks so you can come up if you have a disagreement, you know, or something you want to add to the conversation, by all means. But again, if you come up disrespecting people, if you come up disrespecting me, I'm gonna drop you. If you leave me a comment and it's a nasty gram, you know what I say. You're gonna get one back. I promise you that. Again, don't attack me. Don't attack the messenger. Don't lighten up. Tighten up, angry man. If you think you're this great content creator, you could have fooled me. I see you as a joke. I see you as a cancer. I see you as bad for black women. I see you bad for black men that try to do right in the YouTube streets. And for every one of you black men that follow Angry Man, sooner or later, you will see his true character. Maybe if you super chat him $1, you will see his true character. And with that, watch your 3, your 6, your 9. Remember, grace a day costs you absolutely nothing. We out here.